Hello and welcome everyone. Thank you for joining us today. My name is Sophia.
And I'm James. We're so happy to have you with us. Today, we're talking about how to use English when you're traveling.
That's right. Traveling can be so exciting, but it can also feel stressful if you're not sure how to communicate. Don't worry, though. We're here to make it easier for you. Let's start with some useful phrases for the airport.
The airport is often the first place you need to speak English when traveling. One of the most common questions you'll hear is, "May I see your passport, please?"
Yes, that's a very important one. You can simply reply with, "Here you go," or "Here it is." Easy, right?
Exactly. Another phrase you might hear is, "Do you have any checked luggage?" This means they want to know if you're putting a suitcase under the plane. If you do, you can say, "Yes, I have one," or "Yes, I have 2 bags."
And if you don't, you can say, "No, I only have a carry-on." A carry-on is the small bag you take with you onto the plane.
Good point. Sophia, now, what about going through security? You might hear, "Please remove your shoes and put your items in the tray."
Yes, and tray is the plastic box where you put your things, like your bag or jacket. You can say, "Okay" or "Sure" when they ask you to do this.
Another thing they might say is, "Do you have any liquids in your bag?" Liquids means things like water, shampoo, or lotion. If you do, you need to take them out of your bag.
Great tips, James. Let's talk about the airplane next. When you board the plane, you'll often hear, "Welcome aboard." That's just a friendly way of saying, "Welcome."
Right. Then, the flight attendant might ask, "Can I help you find your seat?" You can look at your boarding pass, which has your seat number, and say something like, "I'm in 12A" or "I'm in 15C."
And once you're in your seat, you might hear announcements. One common announcement is, "Please fasten your seatbelt." That means you need to buckle up.
Good one. Sophia, another is, "Please turn off your electronic devices." That means phones, laptops, or tablets.
These are really useful phrases to know, don't you think, James?
Absolutely. Understanding these simple sentences can make your trip much smoother.
So, now that we've talked about the airport and the airplane, let's move on to arriving at your destination. One of the first things you'll probably do is go through immigration. The officer might ask you, "What is the purpose of your visit?" This means they want to know why you're traveling.
That's a good one. If you're on vacation, you can say, "I'm here for tourism" or "I'm here on holiday." If it's for work, you can say, "I'm here for business."
And sometimes they might ask, "How long are you staying?" You can reply with something like, "I'm staying for 5 days," or "I'll be here for 2 weeks."
Another common question is, "Where are you staying?" They're asking for the name of your hotel or the address where you'll be. You can say, "I'm staying at the Grand Hotel" or "I'm staying with friends."
That's right. After immigration, you'll probably pick up your luggage. Look for signs that say "baggage claim." If you can't find your suitcase, you might need to ask for help. You can say, "Excuse me, I can't find my luggage. Can you help me?"
That's a useful one. Now, once you leave the airport, you might need to take a taxi or a bus. If you're taking a taxi, you can say, "I need to go to this address," or "Can you take me to the city center?"
And if you're taking a bus, you can ask, "Does this bus go to the train station?" Or "How much is a ticket?" Simple questions like these will help you get where you need to go.
Absolutely. Once you're at your destination, you'll probably want to check into your hotel. At the front desk, they might say, "Do you have a reservation?" If you do, you can reply, "Yes, I have a reservation under the name Alex."
Now that you've settled into your hotel, let's talk about exploring the city. One of the first things you might do is ask for directions. A good phrase to know is, "Excuse me, can you tell me how to get to place?" For example, "Excuse me, can you tell me how to get to the museum?"
That's a very useful one, and if someone gives you directions, they might say, "Go straight," which means to keep going forward. Or they might say, "Turn left" or "turn right." These are simple but important words to remember.
Yes, and if you're not sure you understand, you can always say, "Can you say that again, please?" Or "Can you speak more slowly, please?" Most people will be happy to help.
Absolutely. Another important thing is ordering food at a restaurant. When you sit down, the waiter might say, "Are you ready to order?" You can reply with, "Yes, I'd like a sandwich," or "Can I have a salad, please?"
And if you're not ready, you can say, "Can I have a few more minutes, please?" This lets them know you need more time.
Good tip, Sophia, and don't forget to say thank you when they bring your food. If something is really good, you can say, "This is delicious," or "I really like this."
That's a nice way to show appreciation. Another thing you might need is shopping for souvenirs or essentials. If you're looking for something specific, you can say, "Excuse me, do you have postcards?"
And if you want to know the price, you can ask, "How much is this?" Or "How much does this cost?" It's always good to know how to ask politely.
Exactly. One more thing, if you're taking public transport like a subway or a train, you might need to ask, "Where is the nearest station?" Or, "Does this train go to Los Angeles?" These questions will help you get around easily. We've covered so much about traveling in English. Now let's talk about emergencies and staying safe. Sometimes things don't go as planned, and it's important to know what to say.
That's a great point. For example, if you lose your wallet or passport, you might need to say, "Excuse me, I lost my wallet. Can you help me?" Or "I think I lost my passport. What should I do?"
And if you're feeling unwell, you can say, "I'm not feeling well. Can you help me find a doctor?" Or, "Is there a pharmacy nearby?"
Those are very helpful phrases, and in case of an emergency, you should know how to call for help. You can say, "I need help, please call the police." Or, "There's an emergency, can you call an ambulance?"
Another good idea is knowing how to ask for directions to important places, like a hospital or police station. You can say, "How do I get to the hospital?" Or, "Where is the nearest police station?"
Absolutely, it's always better to be prepared. And let's not forget about meeting new people. Traveling is a great opportunity to make friends. A simple way to start a conversation is by saying, "Hi, where are you from?" Or "Hello, are you traveling alone?"
Yes. And if someone asks you a question, you can reply with something like, "I'm from UK. Nice to meet you." Or, "I'm traveling with my family. How about you?"
These small conversations can make your trip even more enjoyable. Just remember to be polite and smile.
And don't be afraid to ask for help if you need it. Most people are happy to assist travelers. You can say, "Excuse me, can you help me with this?" Or, "I'm sorry, I don't understand. Can you explain?"
Great advice. Sophia, traveling can be so much easier and more fun when you know a few key phrases. We hope this podcast has helped you feel more confident using English while traveling.
Yes, and thank you so much for listening. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and share this podcast with your family and friends.